Now, yesterday we have seen how to evaluate an integral, especially an improper integral of second kind where the limits are given as a finite and integrand may vanishes between that. And that can be reduced to the beta form. So what is the definition? Is beta of mn can be written as, this is only just a revision, integral 0 to 1 x raised to m minus 1 into 1 minus x raised to n minus 1 dx. So what we did in the last lecture, so in the given integral, depending on the factors or the terms, we are identifying the suitable substitution such that we can obtain the kernel part or 1 minus x factor in the given integral. And when you are using substitution for x, at the same time we are converting that limits to 0 to 1 also. Okay, so that part we have seen yesterday. Now day before yesterday, when I was started a beta function, I was explained that second definition of beta. Once again I repeat, I was explained second definition of a beta function. So can anyone recall that is the second definition of beta function in terms of trigonometric term? This is the first. Suppose the second one. Yes, anyone? Beta mn is given by, I am not recalling, please help me to write. Yes, anyone? You can refer your notes.
2 into integration of 0 to pi by 2
into integral from 0 to pi by 2
sine theta raised to 2m minus 1
very good
into cos theta into 2 raised to into cos theta raised to 2n minus 1 into dt.
the d theta. Okay, you are taking integral with respect to theta. So what we observe in the first definition, the integrand is given in the algebraic form. You are having a factor x and 1 minus x. So the first definition only you are converted to the second form. In the second form, the integrand is given as a combination of sine and cos, and we are taking help of the second definition to evaluate the integral of the type 0 to pi by 2 sine theta raised to p into cos theta raised to q into d theta. So anyone can tell what will be the answer in terms of beta?
1 by 2 beta p plus 1 by 2 comma q plus 1 by 2.
Excellent. So 1 by 2 beta of p plus 1 divided by 2 into q plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, I will copy this definition. Okay, I will copy this definition because while solving the numericals, I require this. Okay. Now, today we will see examples where the integrand can be converted as a combination of sine and cos. At the same time, limit of the integral from 0 to pi by 2. If this is a possible, then that integral can be written in terms of a beta. Further, using properties between beta and gamma, it can be simplified or the integral can be evaluated. Okay, I think this much introduction is sufficient. Directly I will shift to the examples. Suppose the first example, you have to evaluate integral from 0 to pi by 6, sine of 6 theta and its bracket square into cos of 3 theta into its bracket raised to 6 d theta. And one thing you can remember, when you are getting a limits from 0 to pi by 2, okay, this much I will scroll. The integrand is a combination of sine and cos, and angle is not a multiple of any value, it is a theta. So the first step, I will write the given integral as a I. So let I is equal to integral from 0 to pi by 6 sine square 6 theta into cos raised to 6 3 theta. Okay. So first what I will do, I will try to convert the given integral with equal angles. So for that, can anyone tell which property I should use here?
Sine 2 theta.
Very good. So here I will use the result as sine 2 theta is equal to sine theta into cos theta. I forgot to write 2. Okay, I will adjust here. That means this property I will apply for this bracket. The square remains as it is. Okay. So for square nothing, 0 to pi by 6, that I will write as it is. In bracket, suppose first I will write sine 2 theta result, means it can be written as sine of 2 into 3 theta. So by this property it can be written as 2 sine of 3 theta into cos of 3 theta, its bracket raised to 2, whatever that. Okay. So it can be written as 2 into sine of 3 theta into cos of 3 theta. Okay, only I am writing sine 6 theta multiplied by cos raised to 6 into 3 theta. What is our ultimate target? That also you have to remember. So what is my target? So you have to reduce the integral in such a way that limits of the integral are from 0 to pi by 2. At the same time, the integrand is only combination of sine and cos. So further from this, I will take 2 raised to, I will use same ink, 2 raised to 2. What I am taking outside? This 2 raised to 2 is nothing but the 4. So integral from 0 to pi by 6. Integral from 0 to pi by 6. Now the remaining term I will simplify it. So it can be written as sine square of 3 theta into cos 3 theta raised to, what is the power? What is the power? Effective power of cos 3
8.
theta? 8 theta. Okay, 8 theta. Now can you guess the substitution? Put. Substitution part I am writing to the right side, otherwise here only you can write. So put, what is your substitution? Put. Yes. Straight away we obtain that. What is your substitution? What is your substitution?
3 theta equals to alpha or beta.
Whatever,
anything.
very well. Okay, you can use c theta is equal to x, y or t, whatever that. Okay, so put 3 theta is equal to suppose x, or the same thing we can write theta is equal to x by 3. So what I am doing here, I am converting the variable theta to x. So differentiate both sides. This d theta is given by dx upon 3. This d theta is given by dx upon 3. Okay, I will scroll little bit. Therefore, no, before that, limits. Given limits for theta, that is given as a 0 to pi by 6. New limits for x. Now you can use which one? Just a minute, I will box it. This substitution. So put theta is equal to 0. What is x?
0.
Obviously 0. If
And
theta
pi by
is
2.
pi by 2, very good. So new limits, as per our requirement, we are getting the new limits from 0 to pi by 2. That are the new limits. Okay. Therefore, so that integral can be simplified as I is equal to thus the same integral I will write I is equal to integral, that outside 4 remains as it is, 0 to pi by 2, that are the new limits, 0 to pi by 2 sine square x, just a minute, auto, I will off it. Okay, sine square x into cos x raised to 8, and d theta is given by dx upon 3. Now further, this 3 also I will take outside. 4 by 3 integral 0 to pi by 2, it is sine square x into cos x raised to 8 dx. Now this is in the definition form. Instead of theta we are having x, you compare with this. If you compare this with the definition, so it's define a beta. One thing remember, most of the students forgot to write this 1 by 2. Okay, most of the time, that is a general habit. We may forgot direct, we may write in the beta. So remember that multiplying factor is given as a 1 by 2, that you have to write. So therefore it can be written as 1 by 2 into beta of, yes, I will take the name. So let me know first parameter. Shrutika Patil. Definitely will, so I don't know. Right now, Shrutika? You have to find this parameter p plus 1 by 2, and value of p is, I have highlighted the term. Shrutika, are you in the meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't unmute, tell me the answer. What is p? Okay, I will ask one by one. What is p here? What is p? Okay, Siddhi.
Sine.
What is p? P I am asking. Okay, I will use different color to highlight that. What is p? Okay. What is p if we compare?
2, sir.
It is 2. Okay. Now we require p plus 1 by 2. Let's continue. So here the value of p is 2. So p plus 1 means 2 plus 1, that will comes as a 3 by 2. And the second one is value of q is 8. If you compare these two, value of q is 8. So the second parameter is 8 plus 1, that is 9 by 2. Now further this answer you have to simplify. So it comes as a 2 by 3. So why I am writing 2 by 3? Because you are having this term is 4 divided by 2. And for the remaining, using a relation between beta and gamma. So it can be written as gamma of 3 by 2, gamma of 9 by 2 divided by, what is the term? 3 by 2 plus, I think I have to write the property. So beta mn is given by gamma m into gamma n divided by gamma of m plus n. What is the addition of 3 by 2 and 9 by 2? It is 6.
6.
Yeah. So further you can simplify. This is 2 by 3 using the property. That property also I will write. So gamma of n plus 1, it can be written as a n gamma n if n is a real number, positive real, and it can be written as a n factorial if it is integer. So by using the first property, gamma 3 by 2 can be written as 1 by 2 into gamma of 1 by 2. Further simplification is not possible. Okay. Now the next one, gamma 9 by 2. Anyone can tell how to write?
7 by 2 into 5 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 1 by 2, gamma of 1 by 2.
Gamma of 1 by 2. And gamma 6 is nothing but the 5 factorial. That also I will write 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So that is a 5 factorial. So I will cancel the term. This 2 cancel with this 2. Further, this 3 cancel with this 3. This 5 cancel with this 5. Further simplification is possible. Okay. Remaining term, once again I will write. Numerator is I think 7 only. 7 into gamma 1 half, gamma 1 half. Make me correct if I am wrong. Denominator is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again multiplied by 4 into 3. So further it is nothing but 7 gamma 1 half is root pi. So it can be written as a pi. So what is the denominator term? Yes. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 5 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I will perform it. 4 multiplied by 3. Yes, 384. Verify all of you. So this answer is 384. I is equal to. So evaluation of the first integral is given by 7 pi divided by 384. I think it is correct now. Okay. So today only I will take example on the second definition. Suppose evaluate the integral 0 to pi, the integral 0 to pi 2 raised to 3, that constant term, into sine theta by 2 raised, yes, but you don't have limit 0 to pi by 2 na in this case, where we required limits 0 to pi by 2, that is a condition. Okay. So second example is sine theta by 2 raised to 6. Okay, I will call this integral as I. Now from your end, tell me the steps. First step, I will call that as a I. So let I is equal to integral from 0 to pi 2 raised to 3 sine t theta. Now, when you are using a substitution, you have to think of that limit also. So limit should also convert. Yes, anyone? What is the substitution? What is the substitution? Put. What is the substitution? Yeah, yes. No, theta by 2 is equal to x only. Anyway, very well. So put theta by 2 is equal to x, or theta is equal to 2x. I think you want to say theta equal to 2x, right now? Theta equal to 2x. Then t theta is given by 2 times dx. Now the limits. Given variable is theta and limits are from 0 to pi. New limits for x. Tell me. Now I think this is your substitution, that I will highlight once again. This is your substitution. Now if you put theta is equal to 0, what is the x? What is x? 0. Now if you put theta is equal to pi, what is x? Pi by 2. Okay, so you are getting new limit 0 to pi by 2 as per our requirement. Then that integral I will write, I think 2 raised to 3 I will take outside. New limits from 0 to pi by 2. So it can be written as sine raised to 6 into x. D theta is given by 2 times dx. So further that 2 also I will take outside. This 2 also I will take outside. So this integral can be written as 2 raised to 4 integral from 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to 6 x dx. So now question is open to all. Anyone can help or anyone can tell how to evaluate this integral by that definition? Okay, you are using sine 2 theta. What about the limits then? If you put sine 2 theta result, then limit 0 to pi by 2, again that changes. It will not work. Are you getting? You try with your calculations. Okay, one answer. Next, Vaibhav. I will take the name, those who are regular or sincere in the class. Okay. Prerna, what is your suggestion? How to evaluate this? You are thinking, because purposely I have given some space there. Remember, means I have to make some adjustment. Kavita? Don't know. Yogesh, yes, you want to say? Yes, anything raised to 0 is 1. So here I have to adjust the term. It can be written as cos x raised to 0. That means value of q is 0. So once again, you can use this definition. So in this definition, you can put q is equal to 0. So that's why it can be written as 2 raised to 4 multiplied by 1 by 2. That multiplier beta of 6 plus 1 by 2, 0 plus 1 by 2. So further 2 raised to 4 divided by 2 raised to 3, it comes as a 2 raised to 3. It can be written as gamma of 7 by 2 into gamma of 1 by 2, that whole divided by gamma of 7 plus 1 is 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now I will give 1 or 2 minutes, just try to simplify and try to find the answer. So the answer, if you are simplified, it comes as 5 pi divided by 2. 5 pi divided by 2. This is suppose our I. I think all of you obtain that. All of you obtain that. Okay. This is a second example. Now next one. Third example. Suppose you have to evaluate. Third one. Evaluate the integral. Just I will take the examples which are applicable. Just a minute. Evaluate the integral 0 to pi. Integral 0 to pi x into sin x raised to 5 into cos x raised to 4 dx. Okay. Now you may feel difficulty in this case. First I will call the given integral as a I. So let I is equal to integral from 0 to pi x into sin x raised to 5 into cos x raised to 4 dx. Now in this case you may not answer directly. What happens? See, the integrand is again combination. One x term is there. So how to simplify this? Yes, anyone? I will write the property whether you are studied or not. A definite integral, suppose if you are evaluating 0 to a f of x dx is integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. This property you have studied? This property you have studied? Yes or no? If not, you have to assume this as a result here. Means what you are doing, while writing this integral, new integral you are writing with the same limits 0 to pi. Now here you are having limits as a 0 to a, new limits is also 0 to a. And what you are doing, this parameter you are replacing as a minus x. This parameter x you are replacing as a minus x. And in our example, what is the value of a?
Pi.
Pi. Okay. You have to replace everywhere in integrand, you have to replace x by pi minus x. So that's why I will write as pi minus x into sin x raised to, sorry, I have to write pi minus x. I will rub this. Sin pi minus x raised to 5 into cos pi minus x raised to 4 and dx. Okay. Now further, one more step, I will write it as 0 to pi. First term I will write as it is pi minus x. Now I will take a quadrant here. Okay. I think you have studied the property. This is a first quadrant. So sine is related to which axis? Y axis. The sine is related to y, x is related to x. Now sine of pi minus x, that comes in the third quadrant. Sorry, second quadrant, pi minus x, 180 minus x. So what is the sine of pi minus x? Now one note is
Sin x.
Sine x. One note, I think it is not responding, it will close. In the same manner, what is the value of cos of pi minus x?
Minus cos pi.
Okay,
Minus cos x.
one by one I will write. So first one, sine of, it may not visible, I will write here, sine of pi minus x. So sine remains sine because of pi. If n pi by 2 is there, in that case it changes. Sine remains sine. But in the second quadrant, sine is related to y axis and it is positive. Okay. In the same manner, cos of pi minus x, cos remains cos. Is it right? Cos remains cos. But cos is related to x axis, and in the second quadrant x axis is negative. It comes as a cos pi minus x. Okay. So that's why first one, sin pi minus x, I will replace as a sin x. Then it will come as sin x raised to 5. But here what happened? cos of pi minus x, this part, if you replace by minus cos x and you are taking the even power of that, so when you take a even power of that, minus 1 raised to 4, it comes as a positive again. I will write it as a cos raised to 4x. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next I will use the linearity property. So what I am simplifying? I am simplifying as a I. Now here you are having a two terms, pi and x multiplied by the trigonometric. So I will use a linearity and I will simplify. So the first integral I will write pi into 0 to pi. Simultaneously I am taking pi outside. Sine of x raised to 5 into cos of x raised to 4 dx minus integral 0 to pi x into sine of x raised to 5 into cos of x raised to 4 dx. So can anyone guess what we should do? I will highlight.
Replace by I.
Yes, this is nothing but our original integral. So what you are doing, the same integral you are writing in terms of the given integral only. So that's why, therefore directly I will write the step. Is it okay? 2i is equal to, so how I am writing 2i? So this integral term I am taking to the left, so it becomes a minus I, and this minus I to the left side it becomes plus I, and it comes as a 2i. So the remaining is pi times integral 0 to pi sine x raised to 5 into cos x raised to 4 dx. Okay. Therefore, the same thing, that is I can be written as pi by 2 integral 0 to pi sine of x raised to 5 into cos of x raised to 4 dx. Okay. Now see, one problem or one difficulty you are resolved here. What happens? You are removed that x. Now the next target is we have to obtain the limits of the integral as the 0 to pi by 2. So any definite property you studied in 12th, to convert the limits, suppose the given limits as a 0 to 2a, then the integral can be written as a 0 to a fx dx. I think you may not recall, that's why I will write 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. I am also not recalling exactly. If someone is confirmed, then it's okay. Otherwise, we will go. If you stuck somewhere, then we have to check this. So what
Sir,
happened?
we can use substitution as x equals to 2 theta.
Okay, you are telling that x is equal to 2 theta. Okay, I will go with it. Dx is equal to 2 times d theta. When x is equal to 2 theta. Okay, when x is equal to 0, but angle comes 2 theta na after that. You are getting limit 0 to pi by 2, but angle you are getting 2 theta.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is
Sir,
no use.
f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x.
Okay, in this case that f of 2a minus x is equal to, for this particular example it is 2, that's why we write 2 times, but the result is I think this way only. For this particular example, f of 2a minus x is fx. Every time it is not possible. I think that same thing you want to say na?
Yes, sir, for this example.
For this example it comes 2 times, right? So first I will apply that property. So in our case, value of 2a is pi. Value of 2a is pi. Suppose you are applying that property, little bit I will write left side. This I is equal to pi by 2 into bracket. Now first thing, directly straight away you have to write limit 0 to a. Means you have to make half 0 to pi by 2, and that integrand remains same. Sine x raised to 5 into cos x raised to 4 dx. First, no change. Second, again you have to make limit 0 to pi by 2. So here sine raised to 5 of pi minus x cos raised to 4 of pi minus x dx, and this bracket complete. But just we have simplified this. Just I think I am not recalling the name who told the answer. This sine of pi minus x raised to 5 is nothing but the same. Both are become same. Can I write directly 2 times, or I have to simplify? Because in the above step that same thing you have simplified here. I think this one. Okay, this one you are simplified the same thing. So that's why that integral I can be written as pi by 2 into same integral 2 times. That's why I will write 2 times. 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2 sin x raised to 5 into cos x raised to 4 dx. Now here simply you can cancel 2. I think that integral comes to the standard form. This is a pi into 1 by 2 beta of 5 plus 1. Is it right? 4 plus 1. Is it right? Now again, I will take a pause here. You can pause and think what will be the evaluation. It can be written as a pi into 1/2 gamma 3 into gamma of 5 by 2 divided by gamma of, yes, 11 by 2. Further, it can be written as pi by 2 into denominator gamma. I will simplify because I want to cancel that gamma 5 by 2. So it can be written as 9 by 2, 7 by 2, 5 by 2 into gamma of 5 by 2. And this numerator gamma of 5 by 2 as it is. And gamma 3 is nothing but the 2 factorial, that can be written as a 2. So this gamma of 5 by 2, this gamma of 5 by 2 get cancelled. This 2 and this 2 get cancelled. So tell me the simplified answer. Someone should obtain the answer, I think. I is equal to, what is the numerator? 2 into 2 into 2. 8. 9 into 7 into 5.
315.
Yes, very good. So the final answer is I is equal to 8 pi divided by 315. Okay. Now next I will consider some algebraic terms containing in the integrand, and suppose that same integrals you are evaluating by using the second definition. Fourth example, evaluate the integral 0 to a x raised to 4 divided by, into a square minus x square in square root. The same integral you may think in the direction which we did in yesterday, but suppose that integral we are solving by using the second definition in terms of sine and cos. So I will call this integral as a I. So let I is equal to integral 0 to a x raised to 4 into a square minus x square. So can anyone guess the substitution?
X by a equals to t.
No, you are thinking in the same direction yesterday. I am not using first definition. X minus t term, no, I am not required. I am suppose you are correct, but I have to solve this integral by reducing the integrand.
X by a equals to sine theta.
X is equal to a cos theta.
That same thing. Sine and cos both works. Okay. So put x by a means x is equal to a sine theta. Suppose you may continue with cos theta also. Both works. So this implies dx is nothing but a into cos theta d theta. Okay. And the limits, given limits for x 0 and a. Now new limits for theta. Now you can use this part, this one, to obtain the values. So when you substitute x is equal to 0, theta is also 0, right now? And when you substitute x is equal to a, sine theta becomes 1, means theta is
Pi by 2.
Theta is pi by 2. So new limits we are getting from 0 to pi by 2. Okay. So if required, that factor also you calculate separately and directly you can replace. Okay. Now this one also I will calculate a square minus x square, or with square root. A square minus x square is a square sine square theta. So from this a square I will take common, 1 minus sine square theta, and that can be written as a square 1 minus sine square is cos square theta. Therefore square root of, if you take the radical, square root of a square minus x square, by taking positive square root, you will get a cos theta. You will get a cos theta. Therefore, now this integral we will evaluate, or we can write new limits from 0 to pi by 2, new limits from 0 to pi by 2, x is a sine theta raised to 4, and the second, this bracket we have calculated separately, that I will replace, and I forgot to write dx here. Okay, so that is a into cos theta, and dx is again a into cos theta d theta. Now from this I will take a as a outside. What is the effective power?
6.
Raised to 4, 5, 6. Okay, a raised to 6. Now the next one is sine theta raised to 4 into cos theta raised to 2. It is a 2 times. Now it comes in the definition. Okay, it is not coming where on. Okay, that definition is not coming. This one I want to paste. Control C. Okay, so this definition, it is pasted where? Okay, this definition we are using. So further it can be written as a raised to 6 into 1 by 2 beta of 4 plus 1, that is 5 by 2, 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 2. Now I write directly final answer. I will wait. Yes, once again you can repeat what is the answer.
A raised to 6 pi by 32.
Yes, 32. Okay, or the same thing, that I can be written as pi into a raised to 6 divided by 32. That is the final answer. Now these are the solved examples. I will continue with some unsolved. I think fifth example, randomly I will take. Fifth example. So evaluate integral from 0 to pi by 4. Integral from 0 to pi by 4 cos cube 2x into sine raised to 4 of 4x, here also I will use bracket, dx. Now one by one, others also tell me the steps. Okay, suppose first I will call this integral as a I. So let I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 4 cos cube 2x into sine raised to 4 of 4x dx. What is the first step, others? I will take a name, Kawade. So what to do? बरोबर ना, नाव बरोबर घेतलं?
कावडे सर.
कावडे, सॉरी. सांगताय काय करणार? प्रतीक्ष. ओके
प्रतीश.
ओके. Yes, Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Can you help me to continue the example? No. You have to think similar to the first example, in the same direction. Yes, Kawade. Still you are working?
Yes sir, not getting.
Not getting. I think Vedika, are you there? What to do here?
Sir, can we put cos 2x is equal to t or something variable?
No, Ray. Sin 2 theta result you can apply. Now you have to think in the same direction. If you are using sin 2 theta result, then sin 4x, how to write it? Sin 4x, suppose. Sin of 4x, it can be written as 2 into sine 2x into cos 2x. At the same time, you have to think of the limit also. Okay. So this same integral we will write 0 to pi by 4. First one is cos cube, first term as it is. Now for the second one in bracket I will write. So sine of 4x I will write 2 sine of 2x into cos of 2x and whole bracket raised to 4 dx. Is it okay? Sorry, dx, not d theta, dx. Now the next step, what I will do, I will take the constant term 2 raised to 4, that outside. So that term I will take outside, 2 raised to 4, 0 to pi by 4. Now collect term. First one is a sine of 2x. Second one is cos of 2x dx. Everyone should tell the answer. What is the effective power of sine? JC, tell me. What is the power of sine? Only single term is there. Yes, I think JC, your mic is not working. You can write in the chat box, that I can see. Now it's fine. JC, continue. Okay, for you I will highlight single term is there, sine 2x, and that power is 4. So what I should write here?
2 sin x cos x.
अरे बाबा, power विचारतो मी फक्त. Sine 2x raised to 4 ना, single term is there. Divyansha, suppose there are two terms, cos 2x and cos 2x. Now the one power is 3 and other is 4. What should I write? Divyansha, are you there, or your mic is not working again?
Yes, I am there.
Okay. Now first one is cos raised to 3 and cos raised to 4. Now what should I write here for effective? What should I write? This is the advantage, disadvantage of the live lecture. Are you listening, na, Divyansha? Gurav?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then what is difficulty to tell the power of cos? I am telling the name also. The base is same. You have to do the addition of power. What is 3 plus 4? What is that you have to tell, na?
Yes, sir.
All of you should be attentive, huh? It's raised to 7. Okay. Now the next one is, our target is to convert that integral limits 0 to pi by 2. At the same time, that integrand is multiple of sine and cos. What is the substitution? What is the substitution? Here I will write put. Put roll number 20.
Yes, sir.
What is the
So 2x
substitution?
equals to theta.
2x equal to theta or t. Okay, if you are using theta, then it's fine. Or x is equal to theta by 2. Then dx is given by d theta divided by 2. Now the limits, given limits for x variable and theta is your new variable. Given limits are from 0 to pi by 4. Now the next, I will highlight, or I will square the substitution. Which variable you are finding? Theta, means this I have to use. This one I have to use. Now x is equal to 0. Again I will take a name. X is equal to 0. What is theta? Patil 43. You have to unmute. I will help. Suresh Patil. Suresh Patil. Okay, Suraj Suryavanshi.
Yes, sir.
What is the value of theta? हे बघा, हायलाइट करतो येलो कलर ना. इथं जर समजा तुम्ही x इक्वल टू 0 टाकला तर थीटा किती येईल? किती येईल? आजचा व्हिडिओ यूट्यूबला अपलोड करतो, तुम्ही बघा. तुमचे आन्सर्स तुम्ही कसं सांगताय आणि कशा पद्धतीने रिॲक्ट करताय.
0 pi by 2, sir.
ओके, पहिला फक्त विचारलो मी 0. If you substitute x is equal to pi by 4, then you are getting the limits as a pi by 2, and that is our requirement. So further it can be written as 2 raised to 4 into new limits you are getting from 0 to pi by 2, that is our requirement. Now this is sine theta raised to 4 into cos theta raised to 7, and dx is nothing but d theta by 2. So further you can simplify, that is 2 raised to 4 upon 2 raised to 4 upon 2, that can be written as 2 integral from 0 to pi by 2, integral from 0 to pi by 2 sine theta raised to 4 into cos theta raised to 7 d theta, and it comes in the beta form. This is the definition. It comes in the beta form. So it can be written as, so 2 raised to 3 is there outside, 2 raised to 3 into 1 by 2 beta of, can anyone tell what will be the first parameter?
Pi by 2 upon comma 4.
5 by 2, and second one is a 4. Okay, now further it is nothing but 2 raised to 2 using gamma property. This is 5 by 2 na 7 I written, sorry. So this is gamma of 5 by 2 into gamma of 4 divided by, what is the sum? 13 by 2.
Yes.
Okay, again I will give 1 minute, try to evaluate that. I think you are simplified, all of you are simplified. So if you simplified that gamma by using the relation, that is gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n gamma n if n is real, and equal to n factorial if n is integer. So that answer comes as a 384 divided by 3465. Atharu,
Yes, sir.
बरोबर आहे?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So it's 140. So today I will stop here. So next lecture further we continue with the beta form.